Hi, it's Mark Smith here from Leadership Precision, and today I wanted to share with you a little bit of a personal experience and how that links with leadership that I experienced earlier this week. Now, I don't admit this in public very often, but it doesn't happen often. But last week, I had a bit of an off week. I was feeling a bit flat, a bit tired, can't be bothered. And the reality is, the reason I don't share that very often is it's not very inspiring. It's not what you want from a coach. It's not really the thing that gets people going. However, I wanted to share it because it's important to acknowledge that these things do happen, and I want leaders to know that it's difficult to operate on that high all the time and present yourself with that. So sometimes you have those down moments, and you'll hear me say this often: it's what you do next that counts. And this was a nice reminder. Going through this experience for me it probably happened over about 2 days. It wasn't so dysfunctional. I didn't get out of bed. I still did stuff, but it wasn't my usual self. And I hit a point. I was like, right, I'm fed up. This is enough. I've had enough of this. What do I need to do to get my energy back up, to get my state back up? And this reminded me, what I really wanted to share today is about rituals. What are your rituals that determine your personal peak performance state? Not just your good state, but what are your things that you're like, right, yeah, let's go. I'm ready for battle. I'm ready for business. I'm ready to talk to people. What are the things that switch you on? And literally, what are the things that turn you on in a peak performance state? And when you can identify these, then you can start to build them into your week, or even your day. So what my thing was, I just needed to get out of the house. I needed to go, for me, part of my own peak performance state is exercise. Now, it doesn't have to be super high intensity, train until you're going to throw up and get breathless kind of exercise, as much as that's fun every now and again. It's just moving the body, getting the blood flowing, and getting outdoors. They are two of my key criteria for my state. And there was a couple of days where I just got lazy, just wanted to sit on the couch and recharge. That was important. I needed to get some energy back. But once I started going out, I took the dogs out for a walk, went out with my wife, went out with my 2 daughters, and just getting some air flowing, getting the body moving, that made a big difference for me. The other thing was then also just coming and just opening my book to my goals and just starting to visualize my goals again. Now, it's in my book, it's always there. Sometimes you just need a little trigger to remind you. And thankfully, that was my wife that kept me accountable. That's like, just look at your goals again. How hard can it be? And it started to create that shift. So here's my homework for you today. I want you to think of a time in the past when you've been switched on. You've been just on over a couple of days, been on, ready to rock, highly motivated, feeling energized, ready to go. And just go ahead and notice what were the key things that happened in those days. Not the outcomes, but the things that triggered your state. What were you doing consistently that helped you be like that? And once you've got that, write them down and go back to another time when you felt like that and just check what are the common patterns. And go back to a third time when you felt really on and switched on and look at, okay, what was happening for you then, and look for the common patterns. And when you can identify 2 or 3 key things that you do on a daily or weekly basis that help you be switched on, energized, ready to go, make you feel resilient, that you can take on anything and still stand at the end of it, then make sure you take those and build them into your daily rituals, build them into your week somehow, so you are always doing them, because it's those actions, those habits, they're going to help you switch on and just be awesome. So do that. Write it down. I'd love to hear what you notice after doing this. Oh, by the way, once you put them in your diary, commit to action every single day. Build them into your weekly, daily routine and do it. And just notice how it shifts your state, and then what results you get for yourself and your team around you as a result of doing that. So please do that, and I want to hear how you go. Send me an email, mark@leadershipprecision.com.au, or jump on the Facebook page, Leadership Precision on Facebook. Look for our page, and please share. What do you notice as a result of doing this? Because everyone's going to have a different experience, and I want to know what your experience is. That's it for today. Mark Smith signing off. Go away and do that now. It'll only take you 5 minutes, and it'll change your life.